I'm Jackson.
And I'm Thomas.
And this is
This
our
is our turret.
We decided to make a turret system that could be implemented onto a robot because we saw a lot of turrets at competition and that worked well, and we wanted to see if we can make that ourselves.
With our turret, we found the optimal gear ratio, which was a 1:2, which allows for the turret to be accurate and allows for it to carry a lot of weight.
And the system receives a lot of torque because it is a 30 RPM motor that is powering the whole thing.
So with gear ratios, on our design, we decided to use a 1:1 to start off with. So with the 1:1 gear ratio, the motor, which is connected to this one, which has 12 teeth, it spins the other one that also has 12 teeth. So every time this one spins the exact same, but that's not always what you want. So
if you were wanting to speed up the rotation of the second gear, you would change it to a smaller gear. That way, for every turn that this one makes, say this one is a 6-tooth motor or 6-tooth gear, and this one's 12 teeth, obviously. For every one rotation this one did, this one would do 2 rotations, making it a 2-to-1 ratio or a 1-to-2 ratio. And then if you were to attach this 6-tooth gear to the motor, making it the driver gear, then make this one the second gear or the driven gear. That for every one rotation this one would make half a rotation, which would slow down the process, making it a 2-to-1 ratio.
I'd be shocked if it fell.
So if you are wanting to increase your torque, you are going to want to attach this is the driver gear, meaning that the driver gear is the gear that is attached to the motor. If you want to increase your torque and lower your speed, you want to attach a smaller gear as your driver gear, or a smaller gear to the motor, and have that going towards a bigger gear, because the small gear to a big gear one is what increases the torque, and if you want more torque.
And it's the same the other way. So if you're more into needing
It's the
speed
opposite the other way.
and less torque, you start with the big gear, which is attached to the motor, going to the small gear. And this it decreases the torque, increases the speed. And both of these scenarios just depend on what scenario you are in and what you need your robot or whatever you're using, what you need it to do.
Through this process, we learned about gear ratios and what it would take to put a turret system on a robot.